my body, my choice. When we pushed for these women's rights, right? We got these women's rights. So now what you got is a bunch of accountability for babies being born that now y'all don't want to take. It's 100% science. It's nature. So however many kids you got and whatever you're going through with the kids that you got, you have to first hold yourself accountable, because no man is in charge of you having a baby or not. Let me say this. A lot of y'all, you get real religious when I start talking like this. But you had no religion when your feet was to the motherfucking ceiling and that nigga was drilling that raw dick in you outside of a fucking marriage or even a commitment. I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all, when I go to talking like this and bring it to the forefront that them babies you got, that you struggling with, is on you, right? Based on them making it into this world, you get real religious. But Allah, Buddha, Jesus Christ, Yahweh, the Most High, wasn't in the room when the nigga had your feet to the motherfucking ceiling, dropping all raw dick.
Ooh, wee. Okay, how can you not love Dorsey? Now, it's not my chosen form of communique, but she makes no doubt as to what she's trying to say. And listen, when we consider the craziness that's going on with DDG and Halle Bailey, we have to be, when I say we women, we choose. You know, I chose my daughter's father out of willful ignorance and irresponsibility and not making better choices concerning relations. And when I had her, we had some tough times. After I had her, before we got married, and even after we got married and divorced. You know, he was never physically violent with me, never. But he would say some hurtful things to me. I guess he would say that I did some hurtful things to him. But before we had a parenting plan, very similar situations, particularly when she was under 3. And I had moved back, you know, to get support from my family because he really gave me none. And then he would threaten to take her from me. I would march myself right down to the courthouse and file documentation. Sure would. And particularly when she was, like I said, a toddler, when he would, I wouldn't trust that he would bring her back to me on time because he was so, it was so volatile. And at the time, particular time, he wouldn't even let me know where he lived. So why would I do that? Because he was in a better financial position than myself. And at that time, she couldn't pick up the phone and call me and say, Mommy, this is where I am. So I had to make some decisions. And, like DDG is on this thing talking about how unfair she is and this, that, and the other. Well, you seem kind of unstable there. From what Tasha K read, calling her bees and in front of the child and all those kinds of things that's in the restraining order. And again, she didn't go to the internet with the restraining order. People had access to it because it's public information. She still ain't commented on it. But see, one day her son is going to be able to see that, whether he chooses to get it himself. But see, even when I was in with my daughter's father, I knew one day she would be able to access that information concerning her father and me. And I wanted to be ever mindful of what she could see. And even in divorces and parenting plans, it says that you're not supposed to speak ill of the other parent in front of the child, whether you are married or not. And he the one acting up. So we got to be mindful. And again, I made that, I'm not even going to say a mistake. I made the poor choice about who I chose to have a child with one time and one time only. One, because again, I knew the challenges that her father and I encountered and how tough it was on me and her. And I didn't do it again. I said I was not gonna have a child out of wedlock like I did with her, and I didn't. So listen, like Love Dorsey said, you, me, we. Because at the end of the day, when the peanut gets chewy, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to ruck up and make some decisions. And quite frankly, that's why I made the decision to go on active duty. Because no matter what, whether he wanted to be, because again, somebody may say, I guess it could be considered financial abuse, because sometimes he would get mad at me, and when he got mad at me, guess what? He wouldn't provide child support. So because of that, decisions had to be made. No matter what, I was going to make sure I could take care of us. And we came full circle. We did. We came full circle. But it was tough. So think about what you're doing when you got your legs all the way up. If you know what I mean. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.